Welcome back to Theme Park Wizard, and today I went to Anaheim to check on Disneyland Forward. Disneyland hosted a community meeting to discuss some details on the project, including approval times and much more. So let's see how my day went. All right, so we got there to the park about 8:30 in the morning. Me and some friends, and yeah, they had a nice little booth set up with lots of information, including this awesome concept art here that most of it is on the website right now, DisneylandForward.com. You can find all this information, but it was really talking to a Disneyland TM or CM from TDA from Disney representative that set out with some really cool information. So let's discuss that right now. So the first tidbit of information is that right now, of course, there's for the city planning process, or the approval process, you have to, get through a whole bunch of steps. Right now, they're in the community meetings phase, of course. The draft EIR, or the AKA DEIR, which is draft EIR, will be a large document that will tell you exactly what is coming in the proposal, what zoning they're looking to approve, how tall things can be, what sound ordinances there are. Every single little detail about this new specific plan, or Disneyland Forward, will be in the draft EIR. Then there's a final EIR after they do some revisions, and then approval. So it goes draft EIR, then a public comment period, then a final EIR, public comment period. When all that, then it gets to City Planning Commission, then City Council, and then it's approval and then set in stone. They anticipate it going to the final EIR, environmental impact report, which is required by California law, to go to the City Planning Commission in late 2023, so it's later this year. Then they expect, if everything goes well, no major revisions are needed or no denials from the Planning Commission, they expect in early 2024 to go to City Council and for it to be approved then. Again, only if the City Council likes it and everything goes well. So again, if everything goes well, look for Disneyland Forward to be approved in 2024. So any construction for what they want to do will be coming probably in 2025 or later. 2025 at the earliest if they want to go fast, if they have a plan, and 2026 or later if they don't have a plan. But maybe this is where the Avatar experience will go, let's say. One thing that's part of the plan that is probably one of the most contentious things of the plan is the Eastern Gateway project, right? Of course, if you follow Disney, or if you follow Disney for a while, you knew back in 2018 that was a real big problem with the harbor businesses and the Eastern Gateway project. But this time they're doing it differently. They're meeting with community stakeholders, just like they did with us at a park, but they're also meeting with businesses. In fact, they'll be at the OC Forum on May 17th, and Ken Potrock will be speaking there to a bunch of businesses, but they all already met with the harbor businesses, and they're being with them again next week, according to Rebecca, the CM, sorry. And they have come to an agreement, it seems like. Then there's going to be the same type of bridge, probably the same design or near the same design, but the security is going to be located where it is now. So it's in the Esplanade. It's not going to move. It's going to be the bridge will be accessible from the parking structure like always, but also it'll also be accessible from Harbor Boulevard, so guests can still go to McDonald's or whatever and come back. And the guests and the workers, employees from McDonald's and the Harbor Boulevard businesses can go up and down a staircase, escalators, and probably an elevator to the bridge, no problem. Before, the security was going to be located inside the new parking structure, the Eastern Gateway structure, which would have prevented that. But yeah, this new bridge will now be outside of the security bubble, leaving the security in the current Esplanade, which will limit that expansion pad for DCA expansion, California Adventure expansion. Now, I did ask her about that, and they said they do want to go ahead and, still look at that bus plaza for expansion, but obviously be a bit smaller because the security area would still be hanging out in the Esplanade to appease those businesses, which is good. I'm glad they came to an agreement because more parking is sorely needed in the resort. They'd like to make all the zoning for the Disneyland Resort plan mixed use. So, for example, there's a lot of the zoning's just for one thing, just theme park district, hotel district, parking district, but they want to make everything mixed use, so they can do lots of things. They can choose what they want to do. They can either put a theme park in the Toy Story lot, or maybe a Disney Springs set development in the Toy Story lot. They can put a theme park next to the Pixar Place Hotel, or they can put Downtown Disney or more retail down in that area. Gives them a lot of flexibility, and that's something they are desperately looking for. It makes them really easy, especially going through the city, because they don't have to go through all these zoning variances and all that good stuff. But the only issue is they no, obviously you have to get the approvals, but this would open up the possibility for in-park hotels as well, like the Grand Californian to California Adventure, things like that. It's funny, she actually mentioned the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser at Walt Disney World as an example of what could be as an in-park hotel that would be like what they're doing, what they can do with the space here, which is interesting. She chose that one. But again, she's not saying the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser is coming. This was just an example of an in-park hotel. So we started talking about the Garden Walk as well a little bit, because the Garden Walk sits right between the Eastern Gateway project and the Toy Story lot, and she mentioned that, or actually not she. There's another guy there mentioned that a possible tram will be connecting the Eastern Gateway parking lot and the whatever is built in the Toy Story lot, which is interesting. Again, not confirmed, or it's not a plan. This is just an idea they're of thinking of, because they want to connect the new parking lot to whatever is built there, and they have trams for what should we call it, the Mickey and Friends. So a possible tram would connect the the Pumbaa or the Eastern Gateway to Toy Story lot. The Garden Walk, though, interesting lip, is not for sale, right? It's not for sale. In fact, she even used the exact quote that the Garden Walk is too proud. They're very proud of their property, and they do not want to sell to Disney. That could be read as Disney's not making them a high enough price, or they just really don't want to sell to Disney, or maybe they really are proud of their property. I know a lot of people were very stunned with that quotation on Twitter and on in person when she said that. And lastly, the Disneyland Resort is zoned for up to 6,000 hotel rooms, and they only built 3,000 so far. And that is it. Did you guys like that? What do you guys think of the 2024 approval timeline for that? Meaning building permits and everything. Construction could start on the first thing potentially in 2025 or 2026, I would think. And yeah, are you surprised Disneyland still has 3 million square feet of theme park space to build left under the current zoning law? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Subscribe for more theme park updates as we follow the Disneyland Forward situation closely. And as always, have a magical day.